The 6 ways that lordosis affects your body, we're going to look at 3 primary ones and then sort of 3 secondary ones. They don't all happen at the same time, but they can. You could have 5 out of the 6, 3 out of the 6, 4 out of the 6, whatever it may be. But what we're going to talk about first are the 3 primary ways that lordosis affects the body. If you want help correcting lordosis, please click the link below, go through to my How to Correct Lordosis online 12-week program, where I take you through in a progressive manner stretches and exercises to help you correct your lordosis. There's also additional tutorials and workshops to help add and help you get more from the program itself. The primary effect and lordosis, what it is the hyperextension in the lower part of the spine. So lordosis is an exaggerated curvature of the lumbar spine. So this position here is that, and you've got that excessive curve there. What comes along with that is the slack abdominal muscles, the protruding buttocks, and also, again, which is a result of that, or which can come along with that, is the anterior pelvic tilt. So all these 4 things sort of work together to create what is known as lordosis. But what most people will have is that, or what every person will have with lordosis, is that position here of the extension, or the hyperextended lumbar spine. So it's extended lumbar spine, slack abdominals, protruding buttocks, anterior pelvic tilt. The secondary effects and what can happen, number 1 is the sort of locked out knees. So when people go into this sort of position, they will tend to lock out their knees. They won't have sort of a bend in their knee, they'll be more locked out. So they'll be sort of in this position and they'll sort of walk around like so. So they've got the hyperextension here, they've got the anterior pelvic tilt here, and they've got the locked out knees. The other thing they can have, which is sort of 2 for the price of 1 if you will, is the internal rotation of the knee. So they'll have it locked out, it could be internally rotated, and what that's also going to do is collapse the foot as well. So it's mainly the internal rotation of the hip, but as a result, sort of a secondary effect, or a tertiary effect if you will, is the collapsing of the arch on the foot. And then the final one, which is sort of, let's just say it's above the lumbar spine. So what the body likes to do is it likes to maintain equilibrium. So if we get hyperextension here in the lumbar spine, what it will tend to do to correct that is it will bring you over. So you'll have not only a lordotic curve here where you're sort of hyperextended, but you'll also have a kyphotic curve of the thoracic spine to neutralize it essentially. So what we need to then be able to do is essentially elongate that whole spine to be able to correct the lordosis, but also the kyphosis. And with regards to the kyphosis, within the lordosis program, there is a kyphosis workout and workshop to be able to help you manage not only the lordosis, but also the kyphosis as well.